Welcome to class, everyone. So we've had this 10-week journey on developing a relationship with our inner resource of vitality. And it's been a really lovely integration of the concept that Yogi Bhajan describes as the consciousness having the strength and the caliber to operate through. That's what vitality is. So today for the last session, you're going to be working with feeling the power of vitality. So we have this understanding now that it's not an external thing that you need to build. It's a resource that's inside of you, and it is endless. We just need to know how to tap it and how to honor it, because how our mind perceives vitality to be is often very different to how the body needs it to be. And that comes into the potency. So potency is quite a few different things, but in regards to vitality, potency is that real creative force within us that drives the materialization of our life. Okay, so potency is how able we are at being able to allow this creative force to flow through us and operate through us and take the forms that it needs to in regards to this life. And so when you're looking at vitality and the role that it has in regards to potency, it often requires you to make big changes. It often requires you to downsize, simplify, make adjustments, say no. That's a really important thing for this year with the 3 energy around, is to say no out of the space of self-honoring. Because this year particularly, we all want to say yes to everything because of the 3 energy, and that is one of the quickest ways to deplete your energy and to become disconnected to your vitality, is by overcommitting to things out of service or out of duty or out of expectation. So potency is having that ability to know when to say yes and to know when to say no, and understanding that the things that you are accepting and the things that you aren't agreeing to is the conscious way of using the life force to make your life unfold. And what's really tricky about that is that the mind loves to get no, because we all have expectations about how things need to look within our life. We all have the visions, and then we assume that the visions have to unfold the exact same way that we perceive them and interpret them. And that alone can really impact on our ability to work with potency. Well, not to work with potency, but allowing potency to operate in our life. So that's what we're playing around with today. It is going to be a strong class, but the energy of today is quite inner and quite almost pulling you into a real space of just inner reflection. So just be mindful of that, because that's a perfect opportunity to play with what vitality is. How can you still approach what's being asked of you, which is a creator day? So how can you approach that with a strength, with a determination that's coming from the space of vitality, where you are honoring what needs to happen for you? How can you honor this inner, quiet, reflective space and still have power in how you interact and perform your actions throughout the day? So that's what you're playing with today, because that's a really important thing to do. It's really a lovely gift to be able to still have this stillness and to let that drive that life force. facing up, closing our eyes, dropping into the base of the body, pushing down through the sit bones, reaching up through the top of your head, squeezing your shoulder blades together and tucking your chin in. And just start to slow the breath. Just allow the rhythmic, hypnotic sensation of your breath to pull you inwards and connect you deeper to your inner guide, your Gurudev. Allowing this connection to drive the class today, providing an experience of understanding the potency in your life and how to apply it in a way that still honors that balance point of self-care and contentment. And with your eyes closed and your breath still long and deep, bring your hands together and rub them. And press palm to palm and place your thumbs in at the middle of the chest. And prepare to open the class with the Arya Mantra, really diving into that space of connecting, listening to, and observing your inner teacher. Inhale fully, exhale completely, and inhale to chant. Keep your hands there, exhale. Then inhale and suspend while the intention is set. May I open up to the potency of the creative life force that flows through every cell of my being, energizing, revitalizing, and uplifting my life more than ever before for the benefit of all. And exhale. Then sealing that in with 3 rounds of Argarename. Argarename, Jigargarename, Satgarename, Silurudevinename, Argarename, Jigargarename, Satgarename, Silurudevinename, Argarename, Jigargarename, Satgarename, Silurudevinename. Inhale, suspend, bring your hands in prayer position all the way up to space of spirit. And then exhale, slowly sweeping either side of the body, palms facing up, resting the back of the hands on the earth.